Hello everyone. Today I want to show you a theory about 3 songs from Linked Horizon. Just focus with me and I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Linked Horizon has released an old album that contains 3 of the main songs, the same album where we got Akatsuki no Requiem. Linked Horizon, they are a classic Japanese group that emerged in 2012 and are known for their talented songs about Attack on Titan. Besides Akatsuki no Requiem, 2 songs were also released. Sagari no Requiem, which translates to Twilight Paradise. Kakumi no Yoroni, which means the Night of Revolution. So the album contains 3 main songs. If you look at the cover of the album, you will notice that the image is divided into 3 parts. A sunset, like a reverse burn of the sun. The first song represents the sunset side. Night, strewn with rose petals. The second song represents the night side. Dawn, the new beginning of everything. The third song represents the night side. Just as a bonus, Sagari no Requiem literally translates to Night of the Revolution. To match the night. The Akatsuki no Requiem is the requiem for the dawn, to match the place of the dawn on the album cover. Butterflies of yellow and blue, remember their color, with a beautiful sunset. In the middle, a moonlit night with black butterflies fluttering. On the right, a group of white butterflies stalks the dawn. Let me tell you why I wanted you to know this. All 3 songs represent the story's main timelines. Sagari no Requiem represents the timeline of manga, and to be more accurate, it describes the final chapters and the additional pages, reassuring the islanders' people that the threat is over and suddenly paradise is broken into. In the description of the song, her words describe Carl Fritz's dream of creating a paradise for the Eldians, but it turns out to be just a false dream and quickly what's crashing. That's exactly what's going to happen on the extra pages. Eren gave a dream to the paradise people that they would be fine as long as they were in this paradise, but their security soon fell and enemy forces stormed and destroyed their island. That's what the lyrics describe, and we'll try to analyze it and drop it on the end of the manga. You can make up even if you fight with your friends. Even if Eren fights with his friends, he can still fix it and make up their parting time with each other again. And this is what happened in the last chapter. Eren took all his friends on the path and gave them a last goodbye. Don't worry, it's paradise. This is the hope on which the paradise people dreams have been commented. It's fine as long as Eren has made paradise free, or that's what they think. In a world where flowers don't clutter. That's exactly what happened in the end. Eren's friends never died or trampled into this world, but they lived a long life in false paradise after his death. Even if a scary monster comes, it's okay here. You can stay here forever, because it's paradise. This looks like trying to convince a child that the island is still safe while he sees warplanes flying over him and bombing houses. What the boy knows what the girl does not know. What did the boy want, and what did the girl give up? The boy is Eren, but what about the girl? Is it Mikasa or Ymir? Let's just drop it on the 2. Eren knew freedom at the beginning of his childhood, while Ymir lost her freedom while she was young and never knew what freedom was. But Eren wanted freedom and couldn't get it, while Ymir abandoned it and showed a sad expression before she disappeared from this world. Oh, where is paradise? Just in the big world, it's done. Everyone is wondering, where's paradise? But it ended. It was eventually wiped out like it didn't exist. Swaying the waves of suffering. In a small country, in a small wall, in a small prayer. It's like praying for a destiny that will inevitably come. The world's malice on the island will not stop until they exterminate everyone on it. The heap of suffering swung until paradise broke in. Alas, paradise for the short time, paradise lost. Cruel and gentle dream, lies. This was Eren's plan, suggesting that the islanders' people were fine and then surprising them with the truth. Finally finding out that this dream is nothing but a lie. This is what the sunset represents on the cover of the album, and this is what the first song is. It describes Eren's plan, which is unable to protect paradise, just gives them a false sense of security while the enemy slowly creeps up on them and destroys them. You'll notice in the second song, we moved from manga timeline to anime timeline, so I want you to know that our arrangement is as follows. Song describing the last chapters and the destruction of the island. A song that describes the anime timeline and the rumbling, which will end at night. A song describing new ending events in the anime after dawn. So now we're going to move to the night side, the rumbling in the anime. In the Revolution Night. Who should we trust? Who should we choose? This reminds me of Devil Child's song, "It's only right that I trust myself." Eren has to trust himself this time in protecting paradise, not on his friends like he did in manga. Because we saw the result of trust twice, the island was destroyed and everyone was killed, and also when Annie killed the reconnaissance soldiers because Eren trusts in his friends. Straying from this knight's path means betrayal. It sums up Eren's goal. If he abandons his promise to destroy the world this time, he will betray everyone, including the paradise population. Swaying in the raging wind, the flower petals descend from the skies like night's butterflies. Here, it's just what happened in A&R music video. Butterflies came down gently as die and dying. Revo just connects things with each other. My eyes only see the bird that waves its wings, entrusted with the everlasting flame. Guren no Yumiya maybe? Once we will choose our path, those bells will ring from far away. This time and only if Eren chooses the right path, the bells will ring announcing the beginning of the next dawn. He has to choose tightly his decision this night. With your hands on the trigger, keep your vow. Waiting for the dawn on the night of the uprising. I will explain in another way. Eren must retain his oath to destroy the world while waiting for the dawn, the new end, Requiem end. Who is our real enemy? Where is the real king? Is there a glimmer of hope in this swaying world? Where is the paradise? If Eren succeeds in destroying the entire world, will the people of paradise be considered him a dangerous enemy, or their king and liberator? This question is important because it determines the nature of the end, and this is what was explained at the end of Akatsuki no Requiem. In the end, he wonders, where is paradise? Yesterday's laughs and joy are now buried under the dirt. It's a lot like, the price of freedom is a cold bed of the dirt. Just think of those who were laughing yesterday and today are gone. It makes Eren end even sadder. This is what the second song describes, the new events and the rumbling that will end at night, to receive a new dawn. The end of the anime represents dawn. Akatsuki no Requiem is the new ending. So now and finally, we'll talk about After Night. Dawn. The new ending. We have dedicated our hearts to the twilight, from which there is no turning back. They devoted their hearts to twilight. What is twilight? It represents the first song as I explained at the beginning, the Twilight Paradise. They devoted their hearts to manga timeline, which has no return. They cannot return to a previous timeline. Where is paradise at the end of the night? We kept walking through. That's just like the sentence in the second song, this night where is paradise? That's what Eren asks when he finished the rumbling. He has to go back to his island before dawn. Oh, the nameless flower, which crumbled tonight. Please sleep peacefully at the dawn. Where did this flower collapse? Yes. At night, this flower died at night rumbling. So Eren wishes her a good sleep in the new dawn. The flower is a Mikasa without a doubt, and this is what we seen in A&R music video. The dawn and the dusk, embracing the same lonely colors. Burn out on the ground the shadows of birds. The dusk and dawn are similar, the end of the anime and the manga. In the dusk, the end of the manga. the Mikasa stayed alone and separated from Eren. In the dawn, the end of the anime, the opposite will happen and Eren will remain alone at that end, so they share the same color of the unit. My friend, let's meet at the dawn, where there will be no walls. The freedom promise is made at the end of the new dawn, this time not only without fences, as well as free, unshelled and destroyed by the enemy. So the third song speaks of the new ending after the rumbling. This is what the mysterious album triad stipulates. Let me just remind you. The first song described the events of final chapters and the extra pages, where Paradise was eliminated. The second song was describing the anime timeline, and specifically the rumbling, will end at night. The third song was to describe of the new ending after the end of the rumbling, the end of the night and the dawn. We're not done yet. Remember when I told you to remember butterfly colors? Let's go back to opening the rumbling. At the end of it, we saw a tucked butterfly. Butterfly was in blue and yellow dot just like in the album cover. After the butterfly panel has been rounded, and if we slow down the video, we will see that it turned white just like in the album, at the dawn side. It's definitely not a coincidence. You know, Eren anime timeline has seen the memories of manga timeline. If we're going through Falco reminiscence, this is it. It's exactly the sunset in manga timeline, just as I explained. Also and again, let's go back to the ending of Akuma no Ko. At first we will see Eren locked in a cage, that is, he has not achieved his freedom yet, and that's when we see a bird flying through the night. That bird is Eren's desire for freedom that came out of the cage and flew through the night. And now you know what night is, it is the rumbling in the anime. When the bird finally reached the top, it became ash and fell on Eren, and here it is, the night turned into dawn and Eren got his freedom. It is perfectly in line with the album cover, and I explained it beforehand. After all this, I will only seal my word with words from my war opening. When you notice it, you will be alone in the new dawn, aligned with the end of ANR. Hope Chad, win is close. Let's reach the new dawn with each other, and watch Paradise without walls.